guys, welcome back to my kitchen, and today I'm going to show you how to make the most delicious pot roast. Let's get started. Alright, for today's recipe, you will need a 2 to 3 pound roast. I have a rump roast here, 1 bag of carrots, 2 onions, about 4 garlic cloves, beef broth, salt, pepper, thyme, red wine vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, and a crock pot. So this is everything that you're going to need to make the most delicious roast ever. Let's get started. So go ahead and sharpen your knife and cut all of the ends off of your carrots. We're going to go ahead and clean these carrots up before we chop them to put them in the roast. Once you've cleaned your carrots up, I like to just throw mine in a bowl to the side because I do have some chicken bones to make stock out of, and I like to add these ends and stuff into that stock. That way you're not wasting a whole carrot. So link to that video right here so you can see how I make chicken stock or any bone stock. But we're going to go ahead and peel all of these carrots. And I'm not going to show you all that. Just peel your carrots like you're supposed to. Get that layer of skin off of them. Once you've peeled them, then we're going to go ahead and chop them up. Just roughly chop them. I like to do about an inch or so, half an inch to an inch long chunks. And set these to a bowl on the side. Everything that we chop up, I'm going to throw in that bowl before we put it in our crock pot. Once you've done all of your carrots, then go ahead and chop and peel your onions. Again, just roughly chopped. I like larger pieces of onions in my roast. So what I do is I cut it 3 ways and then I cut it down the center. Once you've done that, peel and chop up your garlic. The more garlic, the better. You cannot go wrong with the garlic. So I am doing about 4 to 5 pieces here. So I am going to show you a trick though with your garlic. Once you've pulled it off of the clove, lay your knife down on it and bang your hand down, and it will help you it'll break it open and help you get that peel off a lot easier. So that's all you do. Put your knife over it. Don't cut yourself when you hit your knife. Like, let's be real. Be careful. And the peel will come right off. It'll burst it open and it's super easy. So after that, just chop your garlic up. Then go ahead and put all of this garlic over to the bowl on the side. We're going to put our meat in our crock pot first. But before we do that, let your meat set out while you are chopping up these vegetables. Let it warm up just a little bit. Once you've chopped all your vegetables, rinse your meat really well. If this isn't something that you do, you should start. I just like to rinse it off and get everything off of it. Then I guesstimate on my spices for this, but I like to put salt, pepper, and thyme in a bowl, mix it up about equal parts. I would say this is approximately about 3 tablespoons of salt, maybe like a tablespoon and a half of pepper, and a tablespoon and a half of thyme. Once that is in your bowl, I like to mix it. That way, because I keep my spices in bulk, I don't want to reach my hands in there after I've been touching this meat. So mix up your spices really well together. Add some more if you feel necessary. I just really play this by ear. But then you're going to pick up your spices and massage it into your meat. Your meat has had a long, hard day, so spice it up really well. Get it to good, relax. Get it good and relaxed so it can cook in this crock pot and be absolutely delicious. So coat this thing with so many spices and rub it in. Massage those spices in. It's going to be good. I promise. Alright, so now that your roast is covered in seasoning, head over to your stove, put a pan on and start it at about medium heat. Add a little bit of oil in your pan and wait just a few minutes till this pan and oil get up to temperature. you'll start to see a slight bit of smoke come off of the oil. That's when you know it is hot enough, but it is a little hard to see, so just pay attention. Once your pan is up to temperature, grab your roast, and we are going to sear this roast on all sides for 2 minutes each. We're gonna get a nice good color on it, a little crisp, but this is gonna help seal in all of the juices. So once you have done all of your searing on all sides, grab your crock pot and stick your roast in. Put your roast in, go ahead and add in your vegetables. You may have noticed that I haven't put potatoes in this roast. I have been on a kick of making mashed potatoes with my roast. So if you want potatoes in your roast, add them in right now. If not, make a batch of mashed potatoes, put this roast over it, and you will love it. It is my new favorite thing. So let's move on. Once we've put our vegetables in there, put another pinch of salt in there. We want to season these vegetables along with everything else. And just put a few pinches of pepper or grinds or however you've got it. Next, we are going to add 1 cup of red wine vinegar. This is going to help tenderize your meat. This is going to give your carrots and onions a delicious flavor. This is like the secret ingredient to my roast is red wine vinegar, a cup of it. Then next, go ahead and add in 1/2 cup of Worcestershire sauce and take the lid off, because if not, it's going to take you forever to do it. But 1/2 cup of Worcestershire sauce. And then add 1 cup of beef broth. I don't have any homemade beef broth at the moment because I just haven't had any beef bones, but you could add homemade beef broth if you had it. Alright, so now that that's done, go ahead and shut your lid. Set your crock pot for 4 hours on high. Alright, so it has been 4 hours and this delicious roast is done. Oh my goodness. It is so, it's going to be so good. I mean, just look at that. It is beautiful. It is a beautiful roast. It is going to be so delicious. So go ahead and take your roast out and let it rest for a little bit before you cut it open or package it up to prep it in your freezer meals. Let it sit out for like 10 minutes or so and just let it rest. And make some mashed potatoes if you're into that. If you've never had roast and mashed potatoes, try it. You will love it. I mean, potatoes in your roast is great too, but mashed potatoes is just a different level. I love it. Let's take a closer look at this roast. Alright guys, so that's how you make this delicious pot roast. I hope you enjoy it. I do like to make mashed potatoes with it the night we are eating it with some delicious gravy. But if I'm storing it and prepping it in my freezer, then I like to add potato wedges or like some sweet potatoes. I like to chop them up and then bake them in the oven. So that's how I like to enjoy my pot roast. But I wanted to run this by you guys. I have been trying to think of a name for this series, and I'm thinking What's Cooking Wednesdays. What do you guys think? Let's try it out. Hey guys, welcome back to What's Cooking Wednesdays, and I'm gonna show you how to make the most delicious pot roast. Let's get started. See? I like it. It sounds pretty good. Yeah, Rise likes it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. All right. But that's all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button down below and the bell so you get notified when I post new videos. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.